Hello. Uh, am I live? I guess so. Hello, everybody. This is DF Corp, and today I have started a completely new world, and I want to play with all of you. Now, what I'm doing is basically modded Minecraft, but I'm trying to stay somewhat close to vanilla. I mean, I'm going to add a lot of stuff to it, just to demonstrate. There's a lot of mods in here, a lot of them, but I've tried to stick to somewhat vanilla. Also, there are commands enabled in this world. I will try not to use /give and that sort of commands, that things that kind of defeat the purpose of the game itself, but I am going to use the commands such as teleport and that sort of fonts from the Zyros minimap or world map menu. I have a mod that has added super hopper, so they are hoppers that um, transfer items 8 times faster than vanilla hoppers. Also, there are pressure plates that are only activated by players, and mobs don't come towards it. There's a lot of performance mods in there because my computer is a potato and it can't really run well. You'll see that. You'll see that in a moment. Right click harvest. This lets me right click the props and not break them. It replants them and it has some cool benefits. We'll see that in the gameplay. There are reinforced chests and shulker boxes, so they basically expand the inventory of these things. Nature's compass, this lets us find biomes and structures. Again, overpowered but close to vanilla, as as close to as possible for that type of features. More professions. This mod adds a lot of more professions that and that is very useful, and sometimes I think, why aren't they in the game already? I mean, professions like the woodcutter and the builder, and the hunter, sorry, not hunter but the explorer, these villagers are villagers that sell pretty common items that we have to grind a lot in the late game. Like in the early game, yes, chopping down trees and that sort of thing, those are kind of novel, but as you progress and you have to uh, find these things and grind for hours, that is kind of annoying to me. We have lodestone. Basically, the lodestones that are available in the game already, they also act like chunk loaders. And then indexed. Indexed is a really good revamp of the enchanting system. You can search on YouTube for indexed enchanted, and you'll find a really cool video of the author talking about how it affects the gameplay and how it revamps the things. These are just 3 mods from the same person to improve on the structures that are available in the game. Kind of kind of a how to say, refreshment. Enchanting Infuser just to make the enchanting life easy, but as you'll see, this is not really easy to get. You need netherite ingots for this thing, so it's going to be a part of our gameplay, but that's going to be after quite some time. But once we get it, it's again one of those things like, why isn't it in the game? We have some extra stuff from the copper stuff. This is basically, you can call an extension of the copper edge. We have a copper hopper. This has selective properties, so you can set it so that it only transfers the items you want. So it can make compact item filtering, and this is just to make the item transfer a bit easier. We don't have to use the water columns and blah 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 if we have this thing, the copper item pipe. Completionist index, it just adds an index of what block you have collected and not, and yeah, and an auto clicker. I mean, we're going to do a lot of monotonous stuff and we don't want to be on the game all the time. So now this is our spawn. I mean, I quite like the place I am in. I kind of have access to most of the wood type already. I have pale oak, I have dark oak, then we have birch trees, normal oak trees, and we even got some cherry blossom trees, and we have a nice shore. I think I'm going to have some sort of working stations in here, and I still haven't explored the place enough, so I'm thinking of building a small base around this place and then trying to branch out from there and find our actual base. So okay, now being the inexperienced one I am, I don't really have any chat or anything specific set up, so I can't really tell if you guys are interacting with me or not, because I just don't want to put stress on this computer more than it already is taking. Let's see if I can get it to be pop out. Okay, now we have the chat. Okay, let's see where are we going right now. Okay, I want to go this way, so yes, I go like that. I don't really know much about Java Edition. I have been almost exclusively a Bedrock Edition player. It's been only a few days since I've started playing Java Edition, and kind of it is similar, but the freedom Java Edition allows you in terms of modding and the aesthetics and everything, and optimization over everything else. I mean, Bedrock is good and all, and it is somewhat okay, but on a potato PC like this, if I didn't have the freedom of choosing the mod packs and the insane amount of optimizations that I have done in this one, I don't think oh, I forgot I don't have the fast decay option enabled. I'll do that. I'll do that later. Now we need stuff and we need to find some food and stuff to get by the night. This world, I wanted to find the perfect world for me, like the least annoying seed and blah 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 whatnot. And I thought, hey, before I go seed hunting, why not just try a random one and see if something clicks. To my surprise, I was spawned into this world, and this kind of seems like the perfect seed. So this seemed like a perfect seed, and I didn't want to go through any more trouble, since the most annoying thing that is uh, the most annoying thing to gather, in my opinion, is the wood. And since I'm already in such a good place in these forests, I think wood is not going to be a problem for me. So yeah, I think I am going to be quite okay in terms of spawn and stuff. Now I'm making a stylistic choice of being on stone, or at least uh, iron for some time. I don't really want to advance too much into the game, because I found that if I advance too quickly to the uh, all the diamond and other stuff, I kind of lose interest very quickly. So yeah, I'll try not to be decked out. It's going to take me a long time, and I am a player who doesn't really have that much motivation to play. I mean, uh, the extrinsic stuff are the things that keep me going, like, advancing in the game, or doing collecting stuff, or making farms and stuff. In the grand scheme, these things without a intrinsic motivation to play the game, these things seem really uh, not useful. I mean, what are you going to do with a farm that you spend hours to make if you're not going to play on this world for long times? And the problem with me is that I'm not someone who's really creative enough to be either a builder or a redstoner. um, I don't know why. I don't know how. I don't know how to continue playing the game when you've done almost everything that the game offers as an achievement. I don't know. That is a big reason why I started this stream. I want to see what other people think, what I should do, how to continue doing stuff. Okay. I don't really know if my audio is working or not. I don't have any uh, viewers right now. So I am going to send myself the link on my other device and see if audio works, or else I've been yapping for a long time for nothing. Surprisingly, this thing is holding out really good. My computer shouldn't be this good. It is handling OBS, Minecraft, and the uh, and and the browser that is controlling the um, thing. Okay, let's get back to our games and see. Oh, oh, the night. I think night is coming quite close. How unlucky we are to not even find any surface diamonds. Oh, sorry, not diamonds. Um, Surface iron. You don't get diamonds on the surface. If that wasn't obvious. That's a really big gravel patch. We have copper, we have stuff like that. Okay, I'm going to mine right now for some time. I don't really have much to go off of. Anyway, let's see if the world gets generous and gives us something. We can't really go caving because I don't really have any food, and without food I don't think I can last against monsters. One thing I should have is again pre-cam. Now you might be wondering, why am I even playing right with all these mods that are too overpowered, and you know, what is the meaning of this? Well, my type of playing is kind of a different one. I am an anime fan, and especially an isekai fan, and some of the tropes in those things are really attractive to me. I like the overpowered character trope, and in and mostly I like RPG style things. So basically things like, well, maybe not Sword Art Online, but things that follow that formula. I haven't really watched SAO much. I watched 1 or 2 episodes and deemed it to be unworthy of my time. But I have watched a lot of other ones, such as Isekai non Birinoka, and then you have and a lot of Korean manhwa and stuff. I really love the idea of someone starting from zero and then having cool overpowers, and that kind of always makes me go like that. That is great. And one of the very common tropes is having overpowers such as teleport and that sort of stuff. And I am trying to go with that kind of vibe, I am here with some extra superpowers in a another world, and I'm going to do stuff with those powers. I don't know, I really don't know how I should frame this. Uh, talking to a blank screen, to a screen with no one watching and stuff. This is really lonely, and this I feel like a loser right now. I don't know. I don't know how what the future entails, but this is humble beginnings. Oh, did I make it unlisted? Oh no, it's public. Any help? What time it is? Midday or I'm not really familiar with uh I'm not really familiar with this debug screen. I don't know where to look at, and I 3-1. That's not doing much. Does anything else? Does anything? No. Um, Minecraft is something very important to me. I mean, for a long time, it's been the only game I would play. Oh, very unceremonious. And our first iron. I see many people keeping their first tools, and I sometimes think about it. Uh, Should I start doing that too? I mean, I already lost my first iron pickaxe, but hey, maybe the wooden one that could be kept as a sacred one, right? Uh, I don't know. You tell me. What layer am I in? Oh, only 24. It seems kind of different when you're playing on a computer and with keyboard and mouse. On phones, I could go on for hours and hours and not notice the time, but when I'm on PC, even a minute or two seems to be a really big time. And yeah, things aren't really looking good for us. We haven't found that many ores and stuff. And oh, I think we encountered a lush cave. Okay. What do we have here? Yep, very lush cave. Can we eat these berries? Oh, we can. Now the thing is, should I go into the caves and risk being attacked by monsters, or should I just stay here in the safety and just dig on? First, let's doors. Wood is in this become me a very valuable one, valuable material. So we don't really want to exhaust it, especially when you're able. Some stuff. We can preserve this one. Maybe even repair it later on.